And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. ISG College Football. We're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, right here off of Route 3. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of college football. Yes, week number 8 is here. We'll also have a couple of gamers playing EA Sports College Football 26 for cash and prizes as we come to you here on the platforms of NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. ISG College Football, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. All right, we'll come inside here, folks. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, ISG Football, ISG College Football, and of course, at the end of the week, ISG Basketball. It's good to be back here, man, talking the latest in the world of college football, guys. Week number 8, man. We're right there, getting towards the end of the season, really at the midway point of the season. A lot of teams have played 6 games here. So separation Saturday, if you will, 5 teams that are ranked playing against each other. So 5 ranked on ranked matchups. Should be a heck of a weekend here in the world of college football. But shout out to the good folks right here in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. We're talking about Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. There we are, beautiful restaurant here. Paul and the good folks doing a great job here. They are the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943, drawing their identity and inspiration from the origins there in the Chicago. And shout out to the DJ here. Everyone, man, it's all about karaoke here midweek on a Wednesday night here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. They also serve more than just pizza, folks. This is a full-service establishment, if you will. They serve pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Also got craft beers, great cocktails, and for you health nuts out there, vegetarian dishes as well. Check them out online. Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Unos.com online. All right, let's go ahead and bring everybody in here. Bring in the co-host for the show. There he is to the left of me. Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, also played in the NFL with the Broncos and Cardinals, also with the UFL's San Antonio Bombers. Green 80. Kill. 52's the mic. Roger. Liz. Alert. Here we go. Oh man, pulling the knee up on Wednesday. Said, oh, gosh, that hurt. Oh.
Hurry up, bang a timeout.
Right.
Kirby Smart timeout. Kirby Smart. Or we're clapping. Oh, timeout.
I never seen an injury timeout while the play is being called. That's a first. He stopped his own tempo.
Oh man, what's up, Jared Guarantano? With that Davy Crockett hat right there, man. I'll see you.
Yeah, Tennessee out. What's up, brother? How's everything been?
I'm good, man. Excited about the 3rd Saturday in October, man. Can't wait to talk to you about it, man. This is it, right? This is the big one right here, man.
Huge. I cannot wait. One of the best rivalries in all of college football. Have to go on the road to Tuscaloosa. It's a very tough place to play. They're a very good team.
Yeah.
Super excited for my boys and their opportunity, though, at Tennessee.
I'll tell you what, we're going to light up cigars this weekend, brother. I got a feeling. We're gonna talk about it. Can't wait. And joining us, absolutely. And joining us to the right there, she is Andrea Richmond. Peace up, A down. She is in the A town. What's going on down there? You miss sports reporter in the A?
You know what? We're not feeling as good about Georgia this week, I would say. Hopefully they do well, but they have a really tough matchup going against Ole Miss. So we hope.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin is not going to go in between the hedges and get a win. Georgia's got this. But you ready to go? Ready to talk the latest in the world of college football and then watch a couple of gamers play?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Let's take a look at the rundown here as we come to you here from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. ISG College Football, folks. Here's the rundown. Penn State making the big news, of course, this week, firing head coach James Franklin after 11-plus seasons, not quite 12 there. We'll get into that. Who are the top candidates to go there in Happy Valley for the PSU job? We'll talk about that. Got about 4, 5, or 6 names that we'll talk about. Bill Belichick denies a UNC exit, and the talk there. We'll get you the latest words, his quote on all of this, and a big weekend of college football. 5 ranked games. We're going to focus on the 3 in the SEC. Number 11, Tennessee. At number 6, Alabama. And how about Ole Miss Hotty Toddy at number 9, UGA? We just stomped on his face with a hard nail boot. And LSU, Death Valley, the Bayou Bengals in Nashville, Music City, USA, against the Vandy boys. We'll talk about all of that. How about the college football game that'll be played here? Let's take a look at the rules here as they play EA Sports College Football 26 for cash and prizes. It's Heisman, competitive game style. Head-to-head current rosters, we like to call those regs, regular teams, all 136 college football teams, FBS football bowl subdivision, or as when I played, Division 1A. 4-minute quarters, King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the six. How about the prizes? All about that shmoney, $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. The runner-up runs out this piece with $10 in cash, and if you win 4 straight weeks, you do get an NFL or an NCAA licensed zip chair, and it does get progressively harder as you go on. Check them out online, folks. Zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world, and they also make more than just gaming chairs. They make office furniture, sofas, desks, you name it. They've got all of the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, and also NCAA-inspired chairs and any custom pieces you might want. They can do that as well. Check them out online, zipchair.com, located in Strong Island. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lead. They've been rocking with us for about 6 years now. We love them there, zipchair.com. Also, if you do win your first zip chair, you get an official ISG t-shirt. Check us out on our ISG merchandise shop. You can go there at theisg.com/shop. T-shirts going for $29.99. Got hoodies that'll be on there starting in the next couple of weeks. How about the matchup here? It's all about these two young men. Who's playing today? OG2K, our current king of the hill. He's our champion, playing with Tennessee. The checkerboards. Can he get there? And where's Chandler? Playing with Roll Tide, Alabama. Should be a good one. Let's get a quick profile of these two young men, and we'll start with the challenger, and that is Chandler. Where is Chandler? He is right here. Chandler Cooks from Dallas, Texas, the Metroplex. 22 years of age, is a college student, majoring in graphic arts, so he will be working for ISG Media here very shortly. Multiple ISG college football playoff appearances. There he is. Where is Chandler? Chandler Cooks from Dalworth. And how about our king of the hill? 19 years of age from Western New York, the deep Buffalo. Nicholas Sirianni, no relation to the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, Nick Sirianni. 18 years of age. He used to be last year. Now he's 19. He's grown up a little bit, and he's still pretty good. He's a college student, 2-time ISG college football champ, 10-time Madden champion. He's the current champion in Madden and EA Sports College Football 26. So he's running both of those games in those leagues right here on ISG College Football and ISG football here. How about the standings here? So we take a look at the Mollipop Grapes standings here. We get our picks in. MollipopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Mollipop taking a robot sweet storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag in your local grocery store. You got to understand you're getting high quality produce. Got about 20 different varieties of grapes there. Also, press juices online. Check them out online. MollipopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Sweet record there by Larry Ridley. And where is Andrea? Wow. 0-0. If she wins today and I lose, she would be 1-0 and have the best record here in college football. All right, let's bring everybody in, and we'll start with the queen of ISG college football and ISG football, ISG basketball as well. There she is, Andrea Richmond. Who you got in this one? You got UT, the real UT, or you got Roll Tide, Roll Alabama. Remember back in the day, they used to put toilet paper on like the Tide detergent box, like Roll Tide, Roll Tide. So that's old school. Y'all don't remember that.
No. I just remember dead trees and people infecting and incriminating themselves on television. I will not incriminate myself on television. I will go with the true tie because, you know me, I'm a little bit boring. And I'm going to go with the sure hand in OG. Hey, man, all we do is win around here. So I'm going to stick with the winner, okay? Chicken dinner.
This is too easy for you, OG. Former University of Tennessee starting quarterback for the Volunteers. You got to be going with OG2K, right? He's playing with Tennessee. It didn't matter who was playing with Tennessee. You were taking the balls, right?
I know. I feel like I lucked out so much with him going with Tennessee because even if Chan went with them, I would have to still go with him. Win, lose, or draw, I would just take the L if Chan was with them if I was going with OG. But thankfully, the king of ISG football and competition and the 15th best Madden player in all of the world. As Tennessee, I'm going with OG2K.
All right, I was born in Nashville, Tennessee, so I'm a true Tennessean. I'm picking the Vols this weekend for my Larry's Locks. The University of Tennessee will beat Alabama. But in EA Sports College Football 26, I'm taking Chandler. Roll Tide. Toilet paper on the Tide box. Roll Tide. Stadium. Let's go, baby. Give me Chandler to pull it off here. But you know what? OG2K, we know he's a bad dude, so we'll see about that. But there he is, Chandler playing with Alabama. Guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. Let's play it out right here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. May the best man win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game, guys. Lock it up. Let's go ahead and play it out. Watch it unfold right here on Destination WB Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Let's go. And that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social, 3 locations. Where Brooklyn at? Got one in Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. We just there for ISG football earlier in the week. It's a sports bar and indoor golf lounge with some 16 total bays. Got 15 bays in the huge VIP suite. Got the simulators and the suites there. It is where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses, folks. We're talking about a true experience. It's more than just a golf place, man. It is a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant. All in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. All right, we're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. ISG College Football, folks. We're the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time, the intersection of sports and gaming. We're talking the latest in the world of college football. Week number 8 got 5 ranked matchups this weekend. Got Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, to the right of me, to the right of him at the top. Right there, that is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. We're talking the latest in the world of college football. We got a couple of gamers playing EA Sports College Football 26 as we talk about the latest in college football. Middle of the screen, that is OG2K playing with the University of Tennessee. He is on defense right now. He is our current champion. He's our king of the hill. The challenger on offense with the ball is Chandler playing with Alabama there at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Roll Tide with the Houndstooth University of Alabama. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start and talk the latest in college football. Of course, the big story this week, our former colleague here, Brandon Bell, went to Penn State for those double stacks there. Also, Jay Alford won a Super Bowl with the Giants with the Penn State as well. Penn State firing their head coach, James Franklin, after 11-plus seasons there, almost 12 years. They were literally number 2 in the country, folks, about a few weeks ago. Lost 3 straight. Of course, remember the overtime loss to Oregon at home, on the road at a winless UCLA with a new coach and new coordinators there. And then the nail in the coffin was last week, losing to Northwestern at home. People don't talk about Drew Aller getting hurt, but they were already losing that game before Drew Aller got hurt. So James Franklin is out as the head coach there at Penn State University by out roughly $50 million. After he made the decision, here's the athletic director at Penn State. His name is Patrick Kraft, talking about making this decision and firing the head coach there at Penn State, James Franklin. Let's listen to Pat Kraft right here.
This was extremely, extremely difficult. It's been a very difficult 48 hours. I felt after Saturday and sitting down and looking at everything that where we were and what was in the best interest of my kids, my student athletes, and my kids, meaning you guys know I call our athletes kids, my kids, and where the program was going. At this time, we just had to make the hard decision. And look, as all of you know as leaders, when you lead an organization like this, when you've made the decision, you have to make the decision with a whole heart and with conviction. And so, you know, I was going to sleep on it on Sunday, and but I knew it was the right course of action for us as a program, and more importantly for the team. So that's kind of how it transpired. You know, you take data, right? This is not a 3-game thing. This is really diving into where we were as a program. What is the trajectory of this program? And you all know, and I'm not shy to admit it, I'm here to win national championship. And I believe our fans deserve that.
So that was Patrick Kraft there, the athletic director at Penn State University. Of course, they're firing James Franklin after almost 12 seasons there. James Franklin 4-12 or 4-21 against the top 10, 1-15 against the top 5, 15-30. So losing record there, won just about a third of his games there against the top 25. Now, Patrick Kraft talked about this decision wasn't really made over a little 3-game losing streak there that Penn State has been on, but he did sleep on it on Saturday night and make him to that decision on Sunday after they lost to Northwestern. So James Franklin is out. Your thoughts here, Jarrett Guarantano. Did James Franklin get a fair shake? They have moved on from him with a buyout nearly $50 million.
I thought initial reaction that they made a bad decision to do that. When you look at his framework over his career at Penn State, I think he's had a lot of success. Obviously, not to the magnitude of what everybody wants.
That's the key. Expectations. That's it. That's what it's all about.
I think Do I think Penn State could have definitely won bigger games and been more of a monstrous program? Absolutely. There's no reason for them not to, right? You're looking at the Big Ten, obviously not the current Big Ten with Oregon in it, and now Indiana's a powerhouse, but the previous Big Ten with Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. It was only those three teams, and they didn't capitalize when the conference was a little bit weaker. They didn't win many top 10 football games, as everybody knows, if any top 5 football games, Big Ten games. And that was just a notion going around Happy Valley, and everybody knew it. But now it got to the point where we weren't even winning they weren't winning the football games that they were supposed to be winning. That's when everybody started to get upset. Of course, everybody wants to win the big ones, right? They wanted to win the Oregon game. They wanted to win these Ohio States, Michigans. They want to beat all these teams. But the fact now that they're losing to UCLA and they have this last tough loss that they just had at home, it was just a sour taste. And even after the UCLA, I was like, nah, give him another year. Like he's worth another year, just because I didn't feel as if the candidates that are available or will be available this year are up to his status quo.
Can you make some of them available? We're going to talk about that the next block, but you're onto something.
They got a lot of money. They do have a lot of money.
They do.
I didn't think it was the right time. Of course, after this last loss, it's hard to say though.
Yeah. Board, your thoughts here. Look, this came down to expectations. Mm-hmm. Those expectations were not met in Happy Valley. A lot of sad people in Happy Valley. A lot of people are happy that he's gone. And you know what? Shame on you folks for yelling at his daughter. She's walking by and things of that nature. Show a little class. That was nasty. But look, 4-17 against Michigan, Ohio State, 1-10 against Ohio State. That's the ball game.
The record that you guys had in the kaleidoscope, what's it called? Collage. There you go. About all the different pictures that you had, and one of them was it 2-21 against top 6 opponents?
Yep.
At a certain point, it does become unacceptable if you do have a lot of talent in your disposal. I wonder if just really one decision kind of saves him, which is the difference between choosing Drew Aller and sticking with Bro Pabula. Of course, you couldn't go for Bro Pabula, knowing that you had Drew Aller and the fact that he's been one of your consistent guys. But there have been a lot of those losses or close losses were just a little bit due to quarterback play. But you have a great, talented roster, and it doesn't matter this year, last year, a couple years ago. It's the consistency of not being able to live in the shadows of somebody like Joe Paterno, unfortunately.
So we'll see. James Franklin, man, did a hell of a job, came from Vanderbilt, went up to the Penn State, and won a lot of freaking ball games. Just didn't win the game or the biggest games that he needed to. So therefore, he is out of a job. Right now, great job here by our King of the Hill. Playing with the University of Tennessee has a lead here, but here comes Alabama being played by Chandler, bottom of the screen there. They're in the second quarter. First quarter, brought to my good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant in Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, and great affordable drinks. The libations are definitely flowing, folks. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. They love the costumes and the hats, man. Just great vibes there. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends, too. They got the patio as well with the great vibes. Weather starting to get a little chillier there, but it was great over the summer. Check them out, man. The Golden Eagle, it is landed in Bayonne, New Jersey. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. Welcome back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. ISG college football, folks. The intersection of sports and gaming. We're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Good to be here on the platforms of NESN, the Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. We're talking the latest in the world of college football, man. Week number 8 here, midway point of the season. It is getting good. Got 5 ranked matchups this weekend. Also got a couple of gamers playing EA Sports College Football 26, and we talk about the latest in college football. Let's get back to the talking college football. We're back to Penn State, guys. So James Franklin is out. Who will be in? Well, there's a bevy of candidates out there being talked about. One of them, Matt Rule. Played at Penn State University, was a linebacker there when I was in college in the mid to late 90s there. Friends with the AD there as well, Patrick Kraft. They worked together at Temple. They're still pretty good friends. Here's Matt Rule, currently the head coach at Nebraska, talking about James Franklin and this job. Met his wife there at Penn State as well. Any chance that he goes to Happy Valley? Here's Matt Rule at Nebraska.
I'm not gonna talk a lot about job openings when they come. This is maybe it's been a while here, but this is what happens when you win. I've dealt with it. We've won at Temple, and I dealt with it all the time. I've dealt with Baylor. I'm not going to talk about those things ever. I'm not going to talk about my contract here. I'm going to talk about the team. But I absolutely love it here, and I want us to continue to take the steps needed for us to turn this thing into a beast. And players all across the country want to come here. We have the best facilities. We have elite fans, and I'm just looking at the future. So. But again, I love that place. I love Pat. I love James Franklin. Sad that came to an end. I wish him the absolute best, but I'm really happy here and excited to get going this week.
So that was Matt Rule, currently the head coach at Nebraska, as I said earlier. Played at Penn State University, was a linebacker there in the mid to late 90s. Met his wife there, knows the AD, have a great relationship back to their days at Temple. Matt Rule's done a really good job in his third year at Nebraska. They're 5-1. We'll see about that. He's making some pretty good coin there. But he did say earlier this week, he wants to see Nebraska continue to make investments there in Lincoln. And our good friend, AG, Amon Green, the Nebraska great there that's been on the show plenty of times. Your thoughts here, JG? What are some of these candidates that you like? You got Matt Rule at Nebraska, Kurt Cinetti at Indiana, Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame. That's the hot one here today. You also got Matt Campbell, Iowa State, Eli Drinkwitz at Missouri. Which name you like there at Penn State? Who's going to be the next coach in Happy Valley?
Yeah, when you look at candidates, you also have to look at things that will really matter when it comes to contract negotiations, right? Or level of school prestige. When you look at like a place like Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman, I can't imagine him wanting to leave a place like that. Obviously, they've had their ups and downs this season, but there's not much difference between Notre Dame and Penn State, I think, truthfully, when you look at football history. Penn State probably has more money backing than Notre Dame.
No, hold on. When you look at football history, freaking four horsemen. I'm talking about Notre Dame, man. Newt Rockman. Come on now.
You also got Joe Paterno. You also have Joe Pa. I mean, listen, all that stuff was kind of
yeah, but Notre Dame has won multiple national championships.
That's why Marcus Freeman would never even I would never even think for him to want to leave.
But that was then. This is now.
No, I mean, but it's money too, right? It's money, and it's also where you made your home at. Like he made his home there. Candidates, I'd think Lane Kiffin was one, even though I can't imagine him leaving Ole Miss with his family. He talked about that already. He's kind of done moving. I think Elko at Texas A&M would be a really good addition. He's a Northeast cat too.
He's in there.
They're playing really, really good football.
They are.
Really good football. I obviously believe Matt Rule would be a good one. He's been very successful at every single college program that he's been at. And he obviously has ties to Penn State more than anybody or any candidate that's worthwhile. I've been saying it, but I like Matt Patricia at Ohio State. I don't know if he's ready right now to be a head coach, but somebody like that has those ties and has that kind of.
He was a head coach at Detroit. He coached in the league.
No, college.
That's true. No, but if you can coach in the league, you can coach in college.
Yeah, and he might want to move up again.
Yes.
We'll talk about Belichick.
Okay.
I'm just saying, when it comes to credentials.
Saban was the opposite side of the coin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He had success.
I was in Miami in 2005 and 06 with Saban.
I really like that. And I'd say my last one, Drinkwitz is a good coach too.
He's a Southern guy, though.
He's a Southern belle.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's going. Maybe Frank Beamer's son, Shane Beamer. I think he's a damn good coach right at South Carolina too. But outside of those guys, I can't really imagine it. I think Matt Patricia's the sleeper pick. I think if he really wants to, then he's a guy that could bring that program back. And I've heard some things about the Vanderbilt coach. He's doing a fabulous job
Clark Lee.
there.
Yep.
He's doing a fabulous job.
And look, it's definitely a step up. But he went to Vanderbilt, played fullback there, so that's his alma mater. So that'd be tough. But you're right. There's no difference. I mean, they're not in the same league. Vanderbilt and Notre Dame.
The money and everything that's an easy one. Even Nebraska has a big backing too.
But it ain't Notre Dame.
They do in all the way, but it's not the same as Penn State.
Not the same.
I would say.
No, it's not the same. And I mean, listen, I don't think Indiana's coach, Penn State definitely has the backing. It definitely has more money for him. He's one of the best coaches in football, and I think
Kirk Cinetti. You know how much money Kirk Cinetti's making?
How much?
You want to guess? $9 million. $9 million, more than Franklin.
Only 9? Ooh, that's a big.
Franklin was making 8.5. So if Indiana can pay him 9, Penn State can.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think he just signed his deal last year or the year before. Was it 9 years? I think 8 years, $72 million. So he's making $9 million.
But you're going to see so many coaches, or we're going to see so many coaches that get pay raises just straight off of this happening, right? He's going to get a pay raise.
Jimmy Sexton.
Matt Rule is going to get a pay raise if he stays.
Right.
A huge pay grade, man.
Well, that's why he's talking crap to Nebraska. Like, hey, invest in NIL facilities. Like
everyone, even if you take the meeting, you're going to get a pay raise. Elko's going to get a pay raise. Clark's going to get a pay raise. All these guys, they're going to get pay raises.
But they got that real money in Texas A&M. Remember, they bought out Jimbo Fisher for $76 million.
Oh, no, they're serious. They're serious.
They got that oil money down there. Andrew, go ahead.
And then it's the difference between money and prestige, right? Which way do you go? But I feel like Matt Rule's the type of person who probably wants to get back in the NFL. So I think that Penn State might be a good way for him to get a name for himself. Bring back your old original program and then say, hey, I did it here. Why not be able to leverage that and utilize that in the league? I feel like he's somebody who's thinking ahead, like the long game, not just now. But I would love if a great up and coming program like Memphis or something like that. You have the Mizzou, the coach, I forget his name right now.
Eli Drinkwitz, Missouri.
Yeah, Drinkwitz, right.
Yep.
But I feel like the Mizzou coach, Memphis coach, those would be great stories, but I feel like Rule is set there just because of his ability to go to the next level if he makes this program hum and sing.
Yeah, Bomani Jones, good friend there at ESPN, man. I met Bomani a few times. He had a pretty good statement. He's like, man, just go ahead and make the announcement now, and you can hire him later in the year. We all know what's coming here. It's got to be Cignetti. It's got to be Rule. Well, it's got to be Marcus Freeman. Those are the three guys they want. Now, they might swing and miss, but you got to make the calls. And you know what? I heard something today from somebody at Fox. I don't know if it was you know who it was? The guy that does the calls for Fox. Played at Colorado. Broadcaster now. Joel Klatt. You know what he said? You got to check out Saban. Just call him. See what he says. And I was like,
Saban and Urban.
Saban and Urban.
Make the call, but how realistic is it?
Right.
How realistic is it? It's just like with Marcus Freeman.
You got to check it out.
How realistic?
Yeah. Make the call. Make the call. But I also looked at this like, look, if you're Penn State, and look, we got some jobs that might even come open. Auburn, Florida. We'll see what happens at LSU. Look, Penn State is not a better job than LSU. I'm sorry. Is it a better job than Florida? It is today, but on balance, if they're both rolling, I think Florida's a better job than Penn State. It's better than, hell, Auburn might even be a better job than Penn State when it's rolling. Penn State's a better job now. So I'm like, what's really, how good of a job? Look, it's the best job of the cycle. That's all that really matters. But like, you got to start thinking about these things. Like, you know, Brian Kelly left Notre Dame because LSU, folks, I'm sorry to tell you guys, it's a better job than Notre Dame because it is. And they got to wrap this thing up. Yeah, Bobby Petrino. As long as he wears the neck brace, I'm good on. I'm good on. You know, you got to wear the neck brace.
Petrino's a way better coach.
Or the road rash on your face, all that good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. You got to have a young co-ed on the back of your motorcycle too. But so when it comes to Penn State, we'll see about this. Like I said, the buyout with Franklin was like 49 and some change, about $50 million. Doesn't have to get a job. We'll see about these guys. Rule, Cignetti and all these guys. It seems like the folks in the Happy Valley, they want Cignetti, they want Rule, and they want Freeman. That was the talk middle of the week was Freeman. So we'll see about Penn State. All right, guys, during the third quarter here, 14-7, Tennessee with the lead, and they got the ball. They got the ball back here. Our king of the hill, man. Doesn't matter who the hell he plays with. He rolls, man. He can play with Vanderbilt, Tennessee. It doesn't matter. He's playing well, and he's on his way in the red zone, close to another touchdown, maybe going up by 2 scores, and we'll keep an eye on it. That second quarter brought to our good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, 165 Broadway. Been around for nearly 25 years. Best pizzeria you find in Bayonne, famous for their specialty pizzas, especially buffalo chicken. Mona Lisa also, unapologetically, folks, Italian, rich, hearty flavors of Italian cuisine. They got a full menu. And whether you're looking for Italian dinners or just a quick lunch, they've got it all for you there. They have it all. Burgers, wraps, soups, salads, calzones, seafood, desserts, and more. Also got the Da Vinci Room as well for your boutique-style catering and luxury events. And if you keep going, they got the beautiful garden in there. Check them out, man. Chris and everybody waiting on you. Bayonne, MonaLisa.com. Mona Lisa Restaurant in Bayonne, New Jersey. Check them out. And we're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Literally, the sports ISG college football. We're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Week 8 in college football. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking latest in the world of college football. We've been talking about Penn State and what they're going to do here, looking for a new coach. Also have a couple of gamers playing EA Sports College Football 26. Our champion, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, playing with Tennessee, has a lead now by a touchdown, looking to get more and go up by 2 scores here. Our challenger playing with Alabama, the home team there, bottom right-hand corner of the screen, Chandler, looking to keep him out of the end zone and keep this thing as close as possible. I got Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback. You see the number 2 on his jersey there. Also played in the NFL. And Andrea Richmond below me on the right-hand side. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, back to the college football topics, guys. Bill Belichick, a lot going on, a lot of drama down in Chapel Hill, a.k.a. Chapel Hill in North Carolina. There was some talk of a UNC and Bill Belichick exit talk. That has gone by the wayside. That was last week, reports of an exit or some sort of orchestrated buyout there. Later, Belichick and the AD there, Bubba Washington, released some statements there where they both, very short statements where they talked about it. Belichick was saying, I'm fully committed to UNC football and the program we're building here. And Bubba Cunningham, Coach Belichick, has the full support of the Department of Athletics and University. Belichick recently this week, a couple days ago, said all of these rumors categorically false.
Yeah.
Are you buying them, Andrew Richmond?
Oh, of course I am. Categorically false. I promise you, all this stuff is leaking out. I put out 1, not 2 statements saying that we're in full support of Bill Belichick. Everybody's talking to the media under low key in wraps. But yeah, I trust this and I trust UNC. Absolutely. It's all BS, man. We know that things are not good right now. Everybody's itching to say that the locker room stinks. Bill Belichick is some hot water, unfortunately, and winning is
huge touchdown there. Is that our guy Butzel? It is probably the best receiver in college football right now. Tennessee with a 2-score lead. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Bill Belichick is not the best coach right now. It's good and it's easy to say you have this high pedigree that's coming from the NFL, and we enforce toughness and we are making sure do your job. Yeah, everything is great. It sounds good when you're winning, but you can't do this. One, to young people who like to be free.
Mike Lombardi with a hairpiece on. What is going on in Chapel Hill, man?
Going on right now in Chapel Hill. It's really unfortunate because it's ruining the legacy of
both
one of them
trying to be young. That's the problem. Belichick's got a 24-year-old girlfriend, and Mike Lombardi's got a hairpiece. It's like, bro, you don't think we can tell?
They don't got the aura like that. Even if you talk about the son, right? Bill Jr., right? Whoever the son is, right? With the mohawk and the mullet. It's
Steve
not
Belichick.
Going well,
Steve Belichick.
Steve Belichick. I apologize. Yeah, it's not going well, unfortunately. So it's. I'm interested to see if they can even last before the end of the year. To be honest, it looks like they might just barely hold on, but all things are looking for an exit sooner rather than later for UNC and Bill Belichick.
Are you buying it? It looks like Belichick trying to put the kibosh on all of this. 0-3 against Power 4 teams. I think they've been outscored like what, 120 something to 30, something like that. JG.
Yeah, I like the picture when he's itching the back of his head because in my mind, I'm looking at him like. He's probably thinking, what the hell am I doing into? What did I
I've got Jordan with me.
I got my girl with me and I got my son with me. So be it.
Put her on the back of a motorcycle, man, and crash that thing.
They just don't have enough talent to compete right now. And I'd love to see Bill stay for another year just to see if he can get some recruits or actually like do the thing that he's supposed to do and go out and tell kids like we need you. But he probably won't do that because recruiting's a young man's game. We all know that. And it's a game of you got to be committed to it. And I don't think Bill at this age is really wanting to do that. He's probably doing it just like Nick Saban was. Like, listen, I remember Nick Saban said to me, he said, we don't need you. You need Alabama. And I said, well, that's probably the most accurate thing I heard in all of recruiting. That's why I kind of respected him the most. But he's probably more like that. And now kids are just like, really, at North Carolina? I don't know if I need North Carolina,
right, right.
So he's probably cut and dry, and I don't think he's going to be able to get a lot of players, especially after this year. better start throwing some money around.
So, fun fact, I actually know the number one tight end prospect, Kendra Harrison. He actually was a member of my chat, and he came in after a long time and was like, hey, did you hear that, Bill was recruiting me? And I was like, okay, that's cool, but he already committed to Oregon. So I was like, hey, does Bill kind of change the calculus? This was before everything came out and everything was going well. And it's just like, he's a tremendous honor, and that's great. But UNC didn't feel like it, in Oregon was a better established program. So I think it's hard when you have such talented, accomplished coaches also outside of UNC, and they have more stability. And then you have Bill, who can, say and promise you the NFL, but right now, nothing's going right. So does that even pan out? You saying you can build me into a future NFL player? That doesn't feel real anymore.
But his tune has changed a little bit. He did. I mean, some reporters down there were going at him pretty hard in Raleigh and the Chapel Hill area, and it seems like he understands. Put a kibosh on this, stop the bleeding, and be a little more, congenial there. Bill, be a little happy, and look, you got to play the game, man. These kids, you want them to come there and play for you. You got to play the game, and it's all about recruiting and also word of mouth with these kids. They're watching every move. We'll see about Bill, how long he's going to last at Chapel Hill. But he says, look, categorically false, everything that you've been hearing about an exit not going to happen. We'll see. He's got to prove us wrong every day. We only got to be right one day, Bill. You got to be right every single day. Actually, the game is over. The EA Sports College Football game is over. That third quarter, though, brought to my good friends at Chubby Sports Bar and Grill, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Bayonne's favorite sports bar, great food, good vibes, and a fun atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work, so why not do it? Drink in your hand, right? It's Bayonne's top-rated burgers. They got the wings, dry rubbed, and sauce. Grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salty pretzels, and seafood baskets as well. Open every single day of the week except Mondays, so Tuesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Shout out to everybody there at chubbybayonne.com. That was a Sunday right there, man. R&B day party. It was lit. As the kids like to say, it was a litty there. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. And we're back here inside Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG college football. Here we're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Man, the latest in the world of college football. It is week eight. Got about those talking about those 5 ranked matchups this weekend. Also, we had a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes. That game is over. Our King of the Hill gets it done again, playing with Tennessee on the road, gets a 2-score win over Alabama. But how about the real game this weekend? Down at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, as we used to say down in Tennessee, or you guys call it Tuscaloosa, in Alabama. Bryant-Denny, 100,000 fans will be there, man. The Houndstooth, it'll be all rocking there with the Roll Tide and the elephant and everything. Number 11, Tennessee, at number 6, Alabama. Tennessee hasn't won there, JG, since 2003, so it's been a while, been about 22 years there. Will that change this weekend, former volunteer?
I'm going to say yes because I have no option but to say yes, and I'm going to put everything I love and want and whatever on it that we're going to win. Is it going to be a tough matchup? Absolutely. Like you said, it's been 22 years since we won at their place. Unfortunately, I had my hand in that. But when you look at Alabama right now, they are probably the hottest team.
But I'm going to protect you. To be fair, you played against like number 1 ranked teams in the country.
Oh yeah, they were in
during their dynasty run. So
yes, they're in their prime. Yeah, by far. But Alabama, as they stand, is since week 1, I'd say that they're the most dangerous team in college football. Them, Indiana, and Miami. I think that they've just created a resume, and they have the second-ranked schedule, strength of schedule of all teams in all of college football. They have had super tough opponents, and they've been able to close games out. And the fact that they've been showing these type of games and being able to sit there and win those close games shows a mature football team. And they've been just playing super well on offense. Ty Simpson's probably he's probably the Heisman runner-up. With him, I'd say Carson Beck and Fernando Mendoza. Those 3 right there are probably my top 3 right now, with Ty maybe being 1 just because he hasn't turned the ball over. But he's just been playing outstanding football. And obviously everybody knows about their skill positions. They have Williams, they have Bernard, they have Horton, they have a running back who we don't know is going to play yet, but they're just super talented on the perimeter.
Jan Miller's got the concussion. He's questionable right now. I know the other kid that got the concussion against Missouri, he's out.
The wide receiver, the first wide receiver. That was a crazy hit. But yeah, they've just been playing such good football right now, and they don't really lose games at home. I think they're the leading team right now in or they have a winning streak, the most wins at home in a row. In all
it was Georgia like 33, but they of course lost to Alabama, who's beaten 3 straight ranked teams. Yeah.
Georgia, Washington, Oregon, they were all on the list. I think Mizzou, and obviously they took out UGA. They took out Mizzou, so they took out those teams at home. Listen, those are tougher places to play, and they were able to sustain those wins against really good teams.
Right.
They got it going on right now, so it's obviously going to be a really tough matchup for Tennessee. We're going to have to figure some things out defensively to stop their high-potent offense, but I think our offense can put up a lot of points, and it's going to be super interesting. It's just going to be about which team's defense plays better football against a really, really good offense this coming weekend.
Andrew, who you got? You got Balls or you got Tide?
I am leaning Roll Tide here. Don't kill me, JG, but you talked about the fact that the defense and the offenses, right? I feel like both of these offenses are going to be hooping. Say as you want, like, I feel like Mizzou left some plays on the field, and there were some opportunities to really attack Alabama's defense. It is interesting to see, like, how you stop the explosion of Tennessee. I feel like Alabama could make it a little bit harder on Tennessee, but ultimately, it's whether or not Tennessee can even come close to stopping Alabama at all. And I just feel like Ty, like JG said, he's hooping, he's making difficult throws, and there's that offensive line is also like playing some really good football as well. It's gonna be hard. Give me Bama, but Tennessee, maybe they keep it close. Good, but that defense though, can he step up, make big plays? I'm not sure.
We're gonna find out. Let's keep it in the SEC. We got about 9 minutes here left, guys. Number 5. Ole Miss going on the road at number 9 Georgia. So between the hedges down there, we're talking about in Athens. Sanford Stadium should be pretty loud and rocking down there. Kirby Smart, Lane Kiffin, probably the best defensive coach in the league against the best top offensive mind in the league there. Ole Miss got him last year. That was up in Oxford at Vaught Hemingway Stadium. Who do you like there, Andrew? Right in your backyard right there, man. UGA, get it done?
See, obviously, I talked about Georgia to start this whole thing, and I did not sound like I was supporting UGA because even though they're at home, I really think that Trinidad is going to make it hard. Shout out to Trinidad. He's going to come up early. Georgia starts slow. They start so slow, and I think that's a big problem against somebody like Trinidad because that offense is humming. The wide receivers on the outside are hooping, so even though you do have some lockdown corners, man, it's going to be hard to stop such a high-powered octane machine. And if Lane Kiffin, even though he has not been good against Kirby at all, can just make sure he can steam up some good defense to slow down Georgia's offense, which they've been slow a lot of these games, I feel like Ole Miss can do this thing. I really can, even though they're coming to UGA.
Yeah. Jarrett, who you got, man? 3 ranked matchups in the SEC. This is number 2 right here. Dogs, low down, dirty dogs in those silver britches. Or you got the Rebs, hotty toddy.
I'm going to go with Georgia here, especially off of a tough loss.
Yeah.
I know Kirby too well for him to allow a team to come off a loss and not play their
Georgia won at Auburn last week. They had the loss a couple of weeks ago against Alabama.
Yeah, but even last week, it still wasn't very convincing. So being able to sit there and
should have been down 17-0 at the half. They got bailed out.
They were 17-zip, and I don't know.
And Kirby doing this, and I'm clapping. That's a team.
I personally don't think, even last week, though, I don't think they shut them down in the second half, but if they're down 17-0, I don't know if they come back. That's
they lose that game.
Different ball
game.
Yeah,
they lose that game.
I mean, Hugh Freeze was losing his mind, but that was a great
As he should.
He was losing it.
They've been hosed in 2 games this year.
Ole Miss is coming in with Chambliss, who's a really good quarterback as well. I mean, obviously the JUCO product, and then he had the D2 great season. He's still being introduced to SEC football, but he also has one of the best play callers in all of SEC, or in all of the country, really, with Lane Kiffin. So it's going to be a really good matchup. Ole Miss is really good at a lot of positions, offensively and defensively. They've really filled out their roster well. I just think Georgia is going to start turning things up a notch, right? They kind of had some ups and downs. They haven't won even versus Tennessee. The game that they did win, it was an ugly win for them. It didn't
should have lost that one. Missed field goal at the gun. Should have lost
that one too. So it's like they're kind of having an up and down year. And listen, maybe it's just who UGA is this year, right?
Yeah.
Like for Penn State, that's just who Penn State is this year. Maybe UGA is a team that's just not as talented, just not as good as they've recently been. That could be the case. I just think that it's going to be. I think they're going to win by 3. It's going to be a very low scoring game. probably like a 20-17, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they come out and get this win at home.
I think we're all on the dogs. We'll be watching that game Saturday. I believe that's the 3:30 game, right? Yeah, and then Tennessee's the night game at 7:30. So we'll be watching there in Athens between the hedges. Number 5 Ole Miss at number 9 Georgia. All right, guys, the Madden, the EA Sports College Football 26 game is over. That fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company. Check them out. We'll be there tomorrow for ISG basketball. 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City. Craft Brewery there in JC, producing ales and lagers, handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere, curated good times, made right there in Jersey City. They got spacious tap room, host a variety of events, and also got the beautiful rooftop couch. Got great views looking right at Lower Manhattan and the World Trade Center. Got about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers there. We'll be there tomorrow. Shout out to Don and everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Larry Ridley of CBS Sports, ISG College Football here. We're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. ISG College Football, week number 8, and we've got one last topic here. As the EA Sports College Football 26 game is over, we're going to talk to the winner. One of those gamers, he won, played with the University of Tennessee. They got the win over Alabama, which was the featured matchup. And we talked a lot here on this show here on NESN Nation on Being Sports Channel. Players to be in the Black Network. Penn State, what they're going to do after James Franklin. Belichick putting the kibosh on the exit talk. Talked about Tennessee, Alabama, Ole Miss, and Georgia. One last topic to go as I've got Jarrett, Guarantano, Andrea, Richmond joining me here. Number 10, LSU. Keep it in the SEC. 5 ranked matchups this weekend overall. 3 in the SEC. The third matchup, number 10 LSU at number 17 Vanderbilt. How about Vanderbilt? They're favored in this game. If I'm not mistaken,
wow.
I'm going to tell you why. It is crazy. Vanderbilt's been good last year and this year. JG, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the first time they've been favored over a top 10 team ever.
That's insane. Shout out to Vandy, baby. My boy Diego.
Soon as you were coming to me, Larry, I was going to say I'm going with the upset, and I'm going with Vanderbilt. And now
Vanderbilt's favored.
Favored. I'm like, is that even an? I guess it's considered an upset because of polls, but they're favored. So I mean, I'm going with Vandy. I haven't been super impressed with LSU this year. Obviously, we know that they have really good players. Nussmeier's going to be a really good NFL quarterback, but they've been underwhelming to me. Right, and at any moment of time, they can just snap and turn it on too. They're another team that has just sick players and really good coaching staff. Mm-hmm. But I just haven't seen it. And maybe it does happen this weekend for them, but I'm going to go Vanderbilt. I've seen more from Vanderbilt in that Alabama game and over the course of their season than I have from LSU, so I'm going to go with Vandy.
Larry's locks, I took Vanderbilt. I was leaning slightly towards LSU, and I changed my mind too, so it's funny. Great minds think alike. Andrew, you got to make it 3 for 3 here?
Yeah, you know what? I was on the same track because LSU's defense is so good. And then their offense comes on, and then you're like, ill, disgusted. Meanwhile, on the other side, the legend of Diego Pavia, baby. Let's go. Irrational confidence. I'm going with Vandy just because that boy's been in college for 87 years, and I'm going to stick beside him in Diego, baby.
And shout out to my little cousin. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I could choke.
No. But yeah, I'm going with Vandy. LSU is probably going to win in a stupid way last minute, but I just want Vandy to win, so let's go Vandy, baby.
Shout out to my cousin, number 0, Junior Sherrill, the best receiver there at Vanderbilt, had 3 touchdowns a couple of games ago. Now, look, LSU, they got a really good defense. The problem is they give up a lot of yards on the ground, gave up like almost 200 yards last week. Vanderbilt, that's what they do. They run the ball. So I'm like, I think Vanderbilt's going to play keep away and win a low-scoring game and win this thing something like 20-17 in Nashville.
That's how LSU has been winning ugly, low-scoring games. So,
right.
I mean, I don't think they can sustain that for too
But it's
long.
Vanderbilt going to play keep away for those guys. All right, the game is over, guys. Let's go ahead and bring in our gamer and player of the game. There he is, OG2K, our current King of the Hill, our champion. OG2K playing with Tennessee. So, OG, back and forth game there. You got a stop, a turnover there, and once again, it seems like you get a lead, a 2-score lead, you make it stand up. What was working for you today when you were playing with Tennessee over Alabama?
I feel like, I mean, I made a lot of mistakes, and it wasn't like a great game really, but I ended up being able just to manage the clock out.
Yeah. Well, what's it like playing with these different teams, man? Like, have you played with the University of Tennessee? I know we throw you these curveballs because it has to match up with the show and what's going on in real life, man. How do you sort of manage that?
So most of the time I'm the away team, so it's kind of like real life when, like, you know, the crowd's a big factor. So I'm not really able to hot route when I'm away. So I gotta be able to find plays that are like already have good routes on the field, so that I don't have to tell each player to go on individual routes.
All right, well, good stuff, man. You're a bad champion, man, and you've been doing a hell of a job here all these months, man. Like it's been a run of dominance in 2025 for you. The number 15 ranked Madden player right now, and also killing it in college football. We'll talk to you and see you next week. Before we get out of here, guys, we want to be like OGTK, man. Be one of the top players in the country. Make some money, man. It's all online, ages 13 and up. You can win cash and other prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. Join us now on theisgshow.com/CFB. Once again, it's theisgshow.com/CFB. How about the merch? Want to get some merchandise, man? We've got it all for you. Check out our official merchandise shop. Free shipping on orders over $75, man. Get it now online, theisgshow.com/shop, theisgshow.com/shop. Shirts going for $29.99. We'll have hoodies up there in the next couple of weeks, so be on the lookout for that. All right, before we get out of here, man, this post-game show brought to you by our good friends right here at Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Invented deep dish pizza back in 1943. Drew their identity and inspiration there from the origins in Chicago. 100 locations in 20 states. They serve more than pizza. Pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Got craft beers, great cocktails, also vegetarian dishes as well. Check them out online, unos.com. Also, before we get out of here, guys, real quickly, my Larry's Locks here. Let's lock it in. Got a handful of games here. College football week number 8, number 11, Alabama, number 11, Tennessee at number 6, Alabama. Give me the Falls. I've also got UGA over Ole Miss. I got the Doors anchored down over LSU. Give me Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman, staying at Notre Dame for now against USC. That's a good matchup as well. And the other ranked matchup, man, the Holy War out in Utah. Give me those Utes, man, on the road in Provo against BYU. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Shout out to OG2K, our current champion. A great run there. There's Andrea Richmond. Peace up, A down. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Have a great weekend. And there's Jarrett Guarantano. Let's go Vols, man. Come on, volunteer. Starting quarterback. Jarrett Guarantano was a bad boy, man. Threw for 400-some yards against Missouri. I saw that on social media the other day.
Come on.
We need something like that. We need we need a little Joey magic in Tuscaloosa. We need a little bit of that.
We do. All right, man. We'll check out the game Saturday night. We'll be tweeting and texting. I'll be checking you out, man. Check out OG JG on his YouTube page as well, man. Does a lot of breakdowns for the University of Tennessee. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching ISG College Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We'll see you next week. Enjoy the football games this weekend, guys. Week number 8. Bye-bye.